And then it's going to be Sweden, Slovakia, Group B at 16 Eastern. And 7 Eastern is going to be the women's 4 by 7.5 kilometer relay, NBC. And the men's giant swim run 2 at 7 Eastern. And the men's giant swim run 2, it's Great Britain, UK, Canada, women's run robin 8 7 Eastern. That's Czechia, Great Britain, men's run robin 8:05 Eastern. With Germany, USA, Sweden, China, Switzerland, Canada, and then Italy, China, round robin, women's run robin curling on CNBC at 8:30 Eastern. And Stuart Hapite final on USA at 8:30 Eastern. Women's 7 kilometer KM sprint on USA 8:45 Eastern. Biathlon. That's women's dual moguls final on NBC at 10 Eastern. And the women's team pursuit qualifying on NBC at 10 Eastern. And speed skiing. Finland, US, Italy at 10:40 Eastern. Men's Group B hockey. And women's quarterfinal in hockey at 10:40 Eastern CNBC. And the men's 500 meter speed skiing at 11 a.m. Eastern NBC. And then the women's skeleton run 3 on NBC at noon Eastern. And then women's 4.5 by 7.5 kilometer relay, NBC at 12 Eastern relay. And men's arch up at 12 Eastern ski jumping. Germany, USA, men's run robin curling at 1 Eastern. Men's arch up at 1 Eastern NBC. And then Canada, Switzerland, women's run robin. Italy, Sweden, Japan, USA, South Korea. We have free ski and skeleton at 1:30 Eastern NBC. And free ski bigger qualifying, which is at 1:30 Eastern. And that. And then the short track 1500-meter final is more. And it's on up to 50 Eastern on Peacock. And the hockey preview USA Denmark men's Group C at 3:10 Eastern. And our preview starting at 2:45 Eastern to 3:10 Eastern. And then women's hockey quarterfinal CNBC at 3:10 Eastern. And the men's 500 meter at 3 for speed skiing. And it's going to be on again later in the day at 3:45 Eastern. Okay, so like I said here, it will continue with here the 14th schedule. Okay, and then I already did all this, the 14th. Okay. Yep, I did all that. Okay. Let's do the 15th. Yeah, so we have the Germany, Great Britain men's run robin, and the Norway, Italy men's run robin quarter. We're at 3:05 Eastern. As long as USA Sweden. And the men's giant slalom run 2. Actually, that's not even live. Or women's giant slalom run 1 is at 4 Eastern in USA. And yeah, Bobsled monobob runs 1 and 2. And the men's dual moguls finals. Joint products in USA at 4:40 Eastern, 4:30 Eastern. It's on NBC. It's on P streaming. And men's 12.5 kilometer pursuit 5:50 Eastern. And the men's 4.5 kilometer by 7.5 kilometer relay. It's about cross country skiing at 6 Eastern. And Switzerland, Czechia men's Group A hockey at starting at CNBC coverage at 6 Eastern. And men's 4 by 7.5 kilometer relay. US NBC at 7 Eastern. Then at 7:30 Eastern, winter summer run 2 on NBC. Mixed team snowboard cross finals on USA at 7:45 Eastern. 8:05 Eastern. Denmark, Italy, Great Britain, Sweden, Japan, South Korea, USA, China, women's and USA, China, women's round robin curling. Join in progress on CNBC at 8:30 Eastern. And then mixed team snowboard cross finals on NBC at 8:30 Eastern. And then 8:45 Eastern, might be joint progress. And women's 10-kilometer pursuit in biathlon at 8:45 Eastern. And men's archery at 8:45 Eastern in USA. And then 12.5-kilometer pursuit at 9:30 Eastern USA. And women's monobob round 1 on NBC. Men's team pursuit qualifying at 10 Eastern in speed skiing. And women's monobob run 2 at 10:30 Eastern in NBC. And Canada, France hockey at 10:40 Eastern. And USA Sweden curling at 11 Eastern. And then tip lead. And men or TV Premier tip lead. And women's 500 meter speed skiing at 11 Eastern NBC. And Stolen climber pursuit. It was on USA. Strain in progress. Or and then it's joined in progress on NBC. Either joined or like shown, probably just shown on NBC. The men's dual moguls finals at 2:30 Eastern. It's called the mixed team at Eastern. The ski jumping women's large show at 2:45 Eastern. And then Denmark Latvia hockey at 1 Eastern CNBC. Mixed team super cross pressure and press at 1 Eastern in the USA. China, Canada, men, Switzerland, Italy, Czechia, Norway, USA, and 1:05 Eastern. It's called the mixed team at press at 1:50 Eastern. And then figure skiing is on USA Network at 1:30 Eastern preview. And then men's free ski bigger qualifying 1:40 Eastern, June press and USA at 1:40 or NBC 1:40 Eastern. Then pair short program on USA Network from 1:45 to 3 Eastern, or 3:10 Eastern. And then at 3 Eastern, it's gonna move over to it's gonna be on NBC. Then USA Germany men's Group C at 4:10 Eastern. And Italy round women's Robin Curl. And that's on CNBC at 4:30 or at 3:30 Eastern. Alright, so then we have some women's curling, like I said, on the 16th, and then we have some women's curling, Robin curling. We have men's some run 1 in USA Network 4 Eastern, and then 2 men bobsled, and 2, and then slopestyle golfing. They're joining it straight at 4:30 Eastern. Join progress at 4:50 Eastern on USA Network. And then we have the women's 1,000-meter short track in speed skiing. The finals. At 5 Eastern. And then join in progress. 1,000-meter finals and more. Join in progress at 6:35 Eastern. It might be more, it might not be just the finals, and it might be like early rounds, like heats. So I can see that. So it's at 6:35 Eastern. But the finals probably. The 2-man bobsled run 1 and 2. Join progress at 6:70 Eastern. And the men's swim run 2, 7:30 Eastern. And Eastern. Men's snowboard slopestyle qualifying. Then men's curling at 8:05 Eastern. 8:35 Eastern. Men's snowboard slopestyle qualifying. Training in progress on USA Network. And the women snowboard slopestyle qualifying joined in progress. It's at 10 Eastern on NBC. And China, Canada women's round robin. Curling from earlier in the day. Tape delayed on USA Network. And women's semifinal of ice hockey for the women's ice hockey. It could be the USA women's ice hockey team at 10:40 Eastern. And Great Britain, Norway men's round robin night curling 11:30 Eastern. From tape delayed. And then 1,000-meter finals and more USA Network. Maybe what you missed, maybe if there's more finals on USA at 10:45 Eastern. Women's Monbob runs 3 and 4. Run 3 is on NBC at 1 Eastern. And the men's super team large show at 1 Eastern. And women's curling matches out. So Japan, Canada, South Korea, China, Great Britain, USA, Italy. And men's free ski big air final at 1:30 Eastern on NBC. Figure skiing preview at 1:45 Eastern USA. 2 Eastern is Paris free ski. It's men's first and final runs in NBC at 2:45 Eastern. And the women's hockey semifinal at 3:10 Eastern on Peacock. Then that final Monobob final run is at 4:30 Eastern. Or 3:30 Eastern, my bad, 3:30 Eastern. Then 3:55 Eastern Paris free ski will go to NBC, joint press NBC. Then women's semifinal is at 4:15 Eastern USA. And the second semifinal of hockey will be 4:15 Eastern. That's the non-USA semi. Then we have men's large ski jump at 3 Eastern, along with 3 in Eastern, and Czechia, Germany men's round robin. And then we have Czechia, Germany men's round robin. Switzerland, Sweden, USA, China, and then men's large ski jump. Training in progress at 4 Eastern on USA Network. And then women's aerials qualifying 4:45 Eastern, and then women's aerials, and then USA China men's round robin joined in progress. Actually on tape delay, it's gonna be tape delayed at